nature's laughing? That's the focus of tonight's angle.
Last month was the hottest June on record. That heat then carried through into July as a new record high global average temperature was set on Monday and then broken the very next day.
Triple-digit heat index through the end of the week.
It's hot, 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 all right. After all, we're in the middle of a season called summer. Now, fast forward a few years and imagine that one morning you wake up to cook breakfast, you turn on the stove, and the gas doesn't work. And your living room is kind of cold, so you try to turn up the heat. But the thermostat won't go past 64. Then you're just so fed up. You jump in your car, you drive to get gas because the tank's empty. But every station you pull into, it's closed. Then an emergency bulletin comes across your cell phone saying that for the foreseeable future, Americans are instructed to limit travel to home and essential work, maybe medical appointments. Now, why is this happening? Because the UN has declared a global climate emergency. That's why.
I am presenting a plan to supercharge efforts to achieve this climate solidarity pact through an all-hands-on-deck acceleration agenda. Leaders of developed countries must commit to reaching net zero as close as possible to 2040.
That guy is the Tony Fauci of the climate issues. Net zero by 2040? Wait, what's that I hear? China's laughing, yes. It obviously would never abide by any climate agreement that slowed its growth. But regardless, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres is undeterred in his plans to set up a global climate body to force us into compliance. Now, much like we saw during COVID, they plan to invoke emergency powers based on flimsy science. The narrative is already being set.
The hottest June ever recorded by a mile. We are walking on the hottest planet ever walked.
The Southwest and Florida are bracing for more dangerous, record-breaking temperatures today.
There were record-breaking temperatures everywhere from China to Mexico. But scientists warn this is only the beginning as we see the growing impacts of climate change.
And just as during the pandemic, we're supposed to believe the science, it's all settled.
The climate crisis is growing by the day. This will be the hottest June and July. It'll be the hottest summer. It'll be the hottest year. And we all know that because the science is telling it to us and because Mother Earth is responding by telling us exactly what's going on.
Now he's nature's mind reader?
It's my sweet, creamy butter.
Nope, that's chiffon margarine.
Chiffon margarine? Oh, no, it's my butter, all right.
Chiffon fooled even you, Mother Nature.
It's not nice to fool Mother Nature.
And plans are moving forward for an ultimate vote by 2024 that would essentially give the UN control over your lives. It would mean less freedom and less money for you, and more power for the government. In this case, a global government. In September of 2024, right before our presidential election, the UN will host what's called a landmark summit of the future. Member nations are planning to sign on to an agreement that will give the Secretary General of the UN standing authority to convene and operationalize automatically an emergency platform in the event of a future complex global shock of sufficient scale, sufficient severity, and reach. Now, our friends over at The Federalist are very smart to raise the red flag here. The so-called emergency platform would give the UN the green light to actively promote and drive an international response that places the principles of equity and solidarity at the center of its work. Well, you know what that means. Watch your wallet and hide your children. America will be footing the bill once again as China skates along doing its own thing. Now, the Angle 2 years ago tried to warn you that COVID lockdowns set the predicate for more to come. Their so-called public health experts were wrong on everything from lockdowns to masks to social distancing. Yet now we see the usual suspects lining up to exploit another hyped crisis. Of course, I'm talking about climate change. That was their kind of dry run for climate lockdowns or whatever they're going to do here. Now, in a few moments, we're going to explain today's climate alarmism is based on a mountain of lies and bad science. Again, remember what the scientists told us about COVID and how they ended up censoring opposing voices. Same deal here. So you should expect new waves of propaganda to wash over our schools, our news, and our entertainment, all trying to convince you that if you don't sacrifice your standard of living now, you're all going to burn up.
Whose side are you on, Eddie?
What? What sides are there?
Mine or the ozone?
I'm gonna put a little of this aloe on your back, okay? Should make you feel better.
Ah!
Or not.
But the only thing on fire here is their pants, because their policies would amount to nothing more than a transfer of wealth from our country to others who didn't earn their way, all in the name of equity. If any of these people really, really cared about climate or climate change, they wouldn't be trying so hard to suck up to China, which has zero intention of phasing out of oil and gas. Even NPR, by the way, I saw this back in March, had to report that China permitted more coal power plants last year than any time in the last 7 years. And it's the equivalent of about 2 new coal power plants per week. Everybody else is moving away from coal, and China seems to be stepping on the gas, one analyst noted. We saw that China has 6 times as many plants starting construction as the rest of the world combined. So, look, everyone should understand by now, if any Democrat wins in 2024, these UN global emergency powers will be invoked as soon as feasible. That means your standard of living will decline further, your freedom of speech, your freedom of worship, your freedom of association, your freedom of movement will all be limited. Our elected officials will hold regular briefings on the progress being made. They'll insist that they're just listening to the science. And just like during COVID, we're going to hear from people with long titles that we need to hit our benchmarks before we can return to normal again. But of course, it won't be the old normal. It'll be the new normal that Obama hinted at years ago.
We can't drive our SUVs and, eat as much as we want and keep our homes on, 72 degrees at all times, and then just expect that every other country is going to say, okay, you guys go ahead and keep on using 25% of the world's energy, even though you only account for 3% of the population, and we'll be fine. Don't worry about us.
It was 2008. Now, of course, none of their climate rules will ever apply to Obama living the high life at his mansions in Martha's Vineyard in Hawaii. Or they're certainly not going to apply to billionaire activists like Bill Gates, who probably runs that AC pretty cool in Palm Desert. Certainly not going to stop Leonardo DiCaprio from flying private to Saint-Tropez. We have an emergency, all right. We need leaders who have the facts and the courage to call this UN power grab what it is, a complete and total fraud. And that's The Angle.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.